Good morning, Fox Pack. Welcome back to the Fox Den and welcome to another acid tree. So today is the big day where we get this thing on the dyno and see what power it's making. At least that is the plan, is to get it on the dyno. So originally we were supposed to data log as well and send it over to Lund just to check the tune. But Lund decided that it's like $200 or something to data log, just to look at it, and he didn't answer half my questions, what parameters he wanted, any of that. So I haven't told Drew at Dyno'D about this yet, so hopefully he'll still, you know, throw it on and just see what it's making. But summer is finally here. It's like 70 something degrees. Okay, it's in the 60s, never mind, but it's gonna be like 80 today. It's a beautiful morning. We got to get some gas, coming up on a quarter of a tank. It's like 45 minutes away. Actually, it's probably more than that. We got to make sure we got fuel for the dyno. So I'm very excited, but I'm also very nervous. I've never had any of my cars on the dyno before. And I'm also hoping, you know, he'll still do it, even though we're not data logging. So let's open up those exhaust valves. Oh yeah. I don't think I am gonna post a video about that. I did throw the valve mufflers back on. It's still the AWE track. Up to the, it's just up to the valve exhaust muffler. So it's the H pipe and the resonators. I do have a double X pipe on the way from valve exhaust, so shout out to them. So we're gonna throw that on. The H pipe's, you know, good, but it just, I feel like it's always missing something up top. It's really good for sound for cruising around, but you don't get that, you know, distinct scream up top. So we have the double X pipe on the way for that. And that's the other thing. The double X pipe seems to pair better with this car than the H pipe. I noticed this car, I swear it has a little bit more top end power with the X pipe, which that's actually a thing. The X pipe can get you more top end power. So that could hinder the horsepower numbers we get today, because I'm going to be switching back to the H pipe, or I mean the X pipe. So, but yeah, we'll see. Going back to the double X pipe, obviously it's going to make it a lot more raspy, but honestly I think it's worth it for that scream up top. So, oh, gas is really high. Oh jeez, oh, this is not going to be cheap. Gas has literally gone down everywhere else in the country except Illinois. I love living here. I just love Illinois. Well, 51 bucks could have been worse. It wasn't on empty or anything. Yeah. Oh, the smell of fresh gas and sound of boosted V8 in the morning. I also forgot to mention this car does have the billet oil pump feeders and the crank sprocket upgrade, which, I mean, it's not common for them to fail, but I went ahead and did it because I'm not about to have that. And done by Dyno'D, same guy that we're going to, so. Anyways, traffic sucks, so not much to film, so I'll catch you guys when I get there. And then, yeah, we'll see, man. I'm nervous. Alright, so we made it over here. Just waiting for them to open and then see what happens. Guys, we're here. It's getting spun up on the dyno. Unfortunately, can't go back there. It kind of sucks. But it's a really cool guy. Just can't go back there. Yeah, hopefully I'll record when he does a pool, so. Oh my God, it's so loud. Hell yeah. All right, you guys, we did the dyno pools. So, oh, it was better than I thought. So first pull, it made 646 wheel. I forget what the torque was, but it made 646 wheel. And he said the timing was a little bit low, so it was like more conservative. But then he did the second pull, and the car made 668 wheel horsepower and 5-something torque. I got to double check on that. Dude, yeah, way better than I thought. So 668 wheel horsepower was the final number. Basically, he said the reason it changed is because the knock sensors learned if you don't go wide open throttle often, it'll actually kind of pull back timing, which I drove this thing like a grandma all the way here. So that could be why. But yeah, guys, the official number is 668 wheel horsepower. That is right where it should be, he said. Awesome, just awesome. I do have a dyno sheet. I'm gonna show you guys that when I get home, and we'll close out the video. But yeah, man, up next is some suspension stuff. We got to get rid of this wheel hop, try to get it to grip. We'll get a drag pack, and then maybe later we'll do maybe E85. We'll see. I'm still kind of 50-50 on it, although it would get 80 more horsepower, and maybe the blower upgrade as well, but we'll see. Oh, dude, it's finally summer. We can drive this thing, man. RDX next to me. Hell yeah. Stay tuned for the video. We're installing the K&N intake on mine. This guy really thinks he's gonna get ahead of me. We'll see about that, pal. So fast. That was second gear. Guys, this is an awesome platform. This power we made on the dyno today is with the basic setup. 93 GT500, well, I guess it's not that basic, but GT500 injectors, fuel pump booster, we do have headers, full exhaust, and a G2 blower on 93 with 120 mil pulley. Imagine E85 and a G3 blower. That will be almost 800 wheel horsepower. I'm still debating if I'm gonna do E85. I mean, I do want to do it, but I mean, man, it's a lot of money for that fuel system and getting it tuned, and then you gotta live with it, you know. So I don't know, we'll see. I may just do the blower upgrade, which is a good option too, but I mean, I don't know. Prius in front of us. Okay. I want to pass, but oh my god, why? You're doing like 10 below. Woo! This car is a blast, dude. It's so good. Wait, oh man, I can't wait for that double X pipe. It's just gonna scream up top. I used to have the Corsa exhaust, but I don't think I did show the install, but I don't think I ever did a video with the headers. I could just see that guy in the Prius. I'm getting good fuel economy, doing 10 below the speed limit. Biden 2024. It's good for the environment. It just goes, man. Oh, it's so good. That's what's amazing about the S550, the Gen 3 Coyote. All you gotta do is throw a little boost at it. Nothing crazy. You can stay on pump gas and you're making crazy power. Well, apparently the camera wasn't recording, but I threw this thing around the back roads a little bit, and dude, these Mach 1 handling package wheels are so good. I mean, I don't have anything done to the suspension other than the front lowering springs. And the previous owner put those in. When I got this car, it had stock wheels. I'm not gonna lie, the handling wasn't the best. As soon as I threw these Mach 1 wheels on, dude, the handling package wheels, is just a game changer. I highly recommend them. This thing just handles so good with barely anything on the suspension. All right, guys, we made it home. Here's the printout. Hopefully you can see this. There's the graph. It's a little hard because the GoPro's in wide view, but very good graph. 668 horsepower, 525 pound-feet of torque. This was way better than I thought it would do. I thought it was only going to do like 630 wheel, maybe less. Very happy. He did 2 runs. The first one it only made 646, and then the second run is when it really added power. That's when it made 668. And the reason for that, he said, first thing he asked me was, do I go wide open throttle often? And I said I do, but I babied it on the way there, and it's like an hour from my house. So that basically, the more you go wide open throttle with this, the more timing it adds. So that's what happened. So after he did that first run, it started adding in timing, and then that's when the power came out. So that's good to know. So that's really cool. But yeah, 668 horsepower with GT 500 injectors, Vortec boosted pump, 93 octane, and a G2 blower, and full exhaust. That's really good, dude. I really want to do E85. We probably will a little later. Maybe that'll be something for next year, because the fuel systems are a lot of money. And also he said to hold off on the fuel systems because something with the fittings isn't good right now. He explained it to me. I'm not going to explain it here, but so maybe next year we'll do E85. We'll see what happens. I'll probably have him tune it. If not, I'll have Wingard tune it. I'm not having one tune this thing anymore. But yeah, I'm really happy. Really happy. Exceeded my expectations. And there's so much more in it. And guys, that was with the filter. If we put the blower guard on there, that adds a few horsepower there. That'll put it over 670. Of course, depending on conditions and all that, it was like 73 degrees in there in the dyno shop. And then the X pipe, which we're going to be putting on the double X pipe, that adds a few top end horsepower as well. So basically, you could say 670 wheel. Like, that's what it is. You could round it up by the time you factor in those other things that we have on the car. You know, we will have on the car. So yeah, really happy. This was a fun one. I've been wanting to do this for so long. We finally got around to it. Shout out to Dyno'D Performance, really cool guy. You do pay the premium with him, but let me tell you guys, he's the best Mustang shop in Chicago. He's not really on social media, so you'll have to hit him up if you want work done. But I can tell you guys, look up his reviews. It's really good. He did my headers, he did my oil pump gears, did a great job. He's a really, really decent guy. So best shop I've been to. And yeah, be back for more probably. I do have the suspension I'm going to be doing. I don't know if I'm going to install it or if I'll have him do it. I'm not sure yet. It just depends. I still have to get all that, but I have other expenses at the moment. That's going to wrap today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Join the Fox Pack today. Hit the bell notifications to be notified when we do something stupid. Follow me on Instagram at AlexH Motorsports. You can follow the official car page at GrabberFox50. Follow our TikTok at GrabberFox Off-Road. Remember, life is too short to stay stock, and it's only legal if you get caught. Stay foxy.